Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kote up in here again, and what I got here is another kind of grab bag-ish team. I haven't exactly put together like a legitimate team in a long time. I've just been using like random guys out of my box and like guys that I think would be fun to use. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm probably going to do like a little series where I use like a new team that I'll create like this weekend or something. So keeping that in mind, let's just move forward and get right into this action as soon as it starts. Which it should start very soon. There it goes. Alright, so against a guy named Flea here, and he has a lead AZELF. I've seen like 9 lead AZELFs lately, and they all do the same thing. They have Flamethrower, Explosion, Taunt, and Psychic. So, I know he can't I have a Sash, so I just went for Rocks, and he taunted it away, no big deal. I'm just going to hit it with Stone Edge this turn. I don't pack the Crunch, I pack Earthquake instead, and Ice Fang, and that's what I go for now, so those are my 4 moves. I guess Crunch would be kind of useful, but it's not Stab, and, you know, it only really affects, like, Psychic types, I guess. So, Metagross is here, and I can't set up my Rocks, so I just went for an Earthquake. I have a Sash, so I thought, well, I may as well stay in. And because he has Rocks up, I don't really want to switch out my, my Arrow in case he has a Ghost, and I can't spin away his Rocks. So I'm just going to stay in, even though I'm kind of thinking that a Bullet Punch might come, because some Metagrosses will pack both. And his does pack both. I forced him to go for it, so I died trying to get my Rocks up, and that's never a bad idea. So, what we got going on now is my Starmie. My Starmie can do a lot of things. I figure he might predict a Surf and go to like a Blissey or something, which he kind of does. He goes to an Uxie, so I just went for Rapid Spin right away. And there goes the Rocks that he set up. So now I go to Shedinja. I'm not really sure what I was predicting. And he went for a Trick, which is very interesting because Scarfing a Starmie isn't exactly the best move in the world. Because like, that's not even a bad item for it to have. Luckily for him, I switched out to my Shedinja and it gets wasted because of the Toxic, and I could only get one like kind of weak hit on it. So in comes Dragonite now. And I figure, well, I got a chance to set up now, I may as well go for it. So all he can do is Toxic me and maybe like hit me with a Psychic, but I'm just gonna set up Dragon Dances and until he goes away, which he does. And I know from doing damage calcs, I did a quick one. I have a chance to KO the ZAPDOS if it's max special defense with a Fire Punch. I know it's gonna be max physical, and there's still a chance I can KO it. And I guess I either get a bad damage or he's got a ton of physical bulk and like nothing else, because he lives that fairly convincingly actually. So, and then he's able to hit me back with Hidden Power Ice, and that sucks because I'm down 3 guys for next to nothing, and I've got a big hill to climb back to get back into this game. It's already 6-on-3. So, in comes Starmie again, and it's fairly obvious I'm just going to go for a Surf, and I'm fearing something. I know he wouldn't bring in a Cress unless he had something to do, so he went for a T-Wave, which, honestly, Starmie's natural cure, so that wouldn't have mattered anyway. And I just go for an S-Toss with Blissey because I'm not really threatened, but I am threatened by Metagross. So, I kind of want to T-Wave it so that we're on a level playing field, but I'm just going to switch out to my physical wall that I have in Fortress. And 4E's going to take that Earthquake all day, so that Metagross can't exactly do much to me. And I kind of want to EQ, but I'm predicting the Crest to come back in or some other kind of Levitator, which he does. He goes into Zapdos, and I did go for Earthquake, so it's a good play by him. I had to get some kind of damage in. I couldn't just let him... I couldn't risk his Metagross staying in. So now I'm going to switch out to Blissey because Zapdos can do nothing to Blissey. Like, Heat Wave, it missed, it wouldn't have done anything, so that's not even a big deal. I'm going to go for a T-Wave now, and in comes the Metagross, and that's not bad. I get the Metagross T-Wave, so I'm in control of the situation. I'm going to go for a counter, just trying to KO it in one hit, and his Meteor Mash missed. So now he knows the counter's coming, and I know that Blissey can live it, but I'm not sure he knows that. And he gets Parahax this turn. And that really sucks because I wanted to kill this thing, and it's just getting lefties in the meantime. And now he's going to withdraw as I just go for an S-Toss because I'm just like, screw it. No, I go for counter. Okay, he Toxics my Bliss, and I think he's going to go back to Metagross, and I just T-Waved that Uxie because I want it T-Waved and I want it slower because it's pretty fast, actually. I'm going to switch out my Blissey for some Natural Cure action, and he's going to switch out into AZELF. So I know I'm probably going to be faster than AZELF, I'm not sure. I just surf it, and he was actually faster, so I guess he won the speed tie. I think it's a speed tie anyway. I'm not sure. He gets his rocks up again, and he goes into Uxie, and because it's paralyzed, I'm going to be faster. And luckily for me, it gets parahax on the first turn, so that was pretty cool. I could have rapid span there, but I figure I can't afford the turn. I've got to start killing things. In comes the ZAPDOS, and I'm not sure why he brought in ZAPDOS because I'm going to be faster, and I am packing ice beams. So that was kind of a misplay on his part because I'm just going to wax that ZAPDOS all day. Now in comes Crest, which is what he should have went to in the first place. I'm going to rapid spin because I'm predicting him to T-Wave, and luckily for me he does T-Wave. So there goes the rocks, they didn't do anything, and I'm just going to natural cure out. And thank God he didn't go for Charge Beam the first time because that would have rolled my friggin' Starmie. He gets the attack raise, no big deal. I actually end up with more HP because that's pretty awesome. And I've noticed this whole time that his crest wasn't getting lefties, so that means it's definitely a light clay dual screener, which means that I want to get as many S-tosses in as I can. So that's what I'm doing. I'm S-tossing, and in comes the gross again. So I'm sitting at full HP. I don't want a soft boiled. It's already T-waved. I could either S-toss or counter, and I counter and he gets paralyzed, so I'm just like, fuck, that just works out better for him. Because he keeps getting lefties, and he's going to be over like 100 or 200, and I just know that he's going to be, after lefties, he's going to have enough to live 2 S-tosses now. So he goes to Crest just to set up a light screen, and that's very important, as you'll see in a second. So in comes the Metagross, and I know that the thing's going to blow up now. I've got to decide which 2 guys I want to finish off with. I could save the Bliss by switching to 4E, but I figure his last guy's probably going to be physical, so I definitely don't want Bliss if it's going to be physical. If it's going to be special, then it's going to be flat out over at this point, because he's got that light screen up. Starmie can't exactly do anything. And Fortress, it can attack with Earthquake, and he has Crest to just dodge that all. So it's going to come down to what his 6th is. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what it is, and that's just the way it is. I go to Starmie to hopefully jump the gun and probably get an attack on it, and it's a SHAYMIN, and I'm just like, fuck. I can't do anything to it. He's got a light screen up, and this ice beam, what? Why is his health still going down? He has a light screen up. He should be able to, no. I get a crit. I get an amazingly timed crit, and that definitely makes up for me being retarded with my Dragonite, and that makes up for everything. So at this point, it's game over. I win. That crit won me the whole game. The charge beam's not going to do anything. His second one actually misses, but it's no big deal. I just blow up on that Crest, and that is game. That is game, set, and match. Oh my god, I couldn't believe I got that lucky. And I got another crit. I got a crit on the explosion too, but that wouldn't have mattered. It would have died anyway. And that was amazing, amazing, amazing. If I wasn't stupid with 3 of my guys, then I definitely could have had it, but you know, that crit made up for everything, and that was just awesome. So I've had a few really, really tight, close-knit games that have just brought me right back, and I'm definitely ready to be doing some work and murking some kids and just having a blast, like playing the game the way it's meant to be played, you know? What a concept. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, you know, comment, rate, favorite, whatever you want to do, whatever you think this deserves. And I will see you all the next time I talk to you, because I never see you guys. You only listen to me. That is all.